Hey, Eagle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Today's, of course, mailbag video is brought to you guys by BetQl and their 5-star bets bet algorithm, which, of course, went 13-2 from Thursday to Sunday last week. Of course, go to chatsports.com/EaglesQL/ use the discount code ChatEagles for 25% off any of their subscription offerings. You will find more information down below in the description box. Of course, before we go ahead and jump into today's video, use the hashtag Eagles to be a part of next week's mailbag down in the comments section. If you're a subscriber, you go down below and ask a question. Then more than likely you'll be pulled like our subscribers who were pulled for this video were in the upcoming video next weekend. So go down below, use the hashtag Eagles. Without further ado, let's jump into your questions. Big Eagles Man says, hey Thomas, based on the TNF game, do you think the Eagles are the best team in the East? That was a very interesting Thursday Night Football game a couple of days ago. When the Giants had multiple chances to win, and then they didn't. Daniel Jones looked very iffy. The wide receivers dropped passes. Saquon Barkley doesn't look that great. Heinicke looks okay, but he threw a really bad pick that we're just kind of glossing over there in the fourth quarter that should have cost him the football game. My big takeaway from Thursday night is that the Eagles are the best team in the East. Like, with Dallas having all of their issues right now, Philadelphia is the best team. Now, according to the standings, they are right now, with Washington being 1-1 and the Cowboys being 0-1 and the Giants being 0-2. But I don't think the Washington football team or the Giants scare me at all. It might change later on in the year. I don't want to jinx anything here or go crazy, but listen, the Eagles have the most depth. And that's important. They have the most depth at the important positions. Dallas right now is a good football team. And week 3 on Monday Night Football, it's going to be a very tough matchup, and they might lose that game. But with all Marcus Lawrence being out, their other pass rusher being out, their right tackle being out, Dak still coming back from injury, even though he played well in their opener, I think right now the Cowboys are a little lesser than Philadelphia. Washington, again, quarterback. And I think the Giants are an absolute mess right now, and they're just going to continue to be a dumpster fire. Their 5th straight 0-2 start. Philadelphia has depth on the offensive line. They have the better defensive line because Washington's has not looked very good the first 2 games. And I think that overall, the head coaching situation, Nick Sirianni, the camaraderie of the team is something that's not talked about a lot. I think Philadelphia is the best team at the moment in the NFC East. It can change. I think Dallas still scares me. I'm not going to sit here and say the Cowboys stink. I think Washington's defense can still be very, very good. I think the Giants still have some weapons on the outside. But based on what I saw at Thursday Night Football, and then even the first Thursday Night Football with the Dallas Cowboys, I think Philadelphia is a very good football team. If they win against the 49ers on Sunday, then we can take this and expound it exponentially, because that will be a very big prove-it win. If they get blown out and they look bad, we can change our stance, right? But if they look very, very good on Sunday, then this prediction of the Eagles being the best team in the East might hold a little bit more water, so we'll wait and kind of give our final judgment maybe on Monday's video talking about the rest of the East. Pin comment down below with an ad break. Answer the question, which NFC East team scares you the most? Is it Dallas? Probably. Maybe Washington? Tyler Heinicke? Whatever, you're a fan of his? I'm not that big of a fan, but he did win the football game. Give me your answer, though, in the pin comment. Which NFC East team scares you the most? Mark Walker says, dream player for us to trade at the deadline. Okay, so the NFL trade deadline is still weeks away, so we have a long time until that happens. You want dream player? Like, why not go after Davante Adams? And I don't know if that's like a pipe dream. That could be a reality. I mean, you look at the current state of the Packers. They got obliterated by Jameis Winston and the Saints, and it looks like right now Aaron Rodgers is very checked out. Maybe they win on Monday night against Detroit and look a lot better, and we forget all of this happened. But you remember this offseason, and he said multiple times, Davante Smith is not going to re-sign with the Packers, and so he will enter into free agency in 2022, which means this is his final year. And if you're Green Bay, you want to trade him to be able to get something in return. So if the Packers are bad by the trade deadline, then maybe they try to trade him. And honestly, with 3 first-round draft picks, I give a first. They have a lot of money. Re-sign him to a contract. Davante Adams, Devontae Smith, Jalen Reagor, Jalen Hurts. I mean, goodness gracious, especially if Philadelphia's good at the time. The Packers are bad. That would be my dream trade scenario for Davante Adams, because truly, when he's getting the ball thrown to him well, which has been his entire career, minus that game last week from Aaron Rodgers, he's probably the best receiver in the NFL, if not one of the top 3 receivers in the NFL. That's a pipe dream. I don't think it's going to happen, but you said dream, got to trade for it. Definitely go ahead and throw Devontae Smith in there, and I guess it could maybe become a possibility. All right, drop a like if you guys would love to see Adams in Philadelphia. I think most of you guys would. Give this video a thumbs up. Let's get to 100 likes on this video, right? Go down below, like the video just for the video's sake and for, of course, me being on the video. But also, if you'd like to see Davante Adams and Philly Green, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, BetQL's best bet computer model scans basically 350,000 unique bets per year, and they went 13-2 last week in their 5-star bets. So if you're wondering what that is, whenever you sign up for BetQL, chatsports.com/EaglesQL/ and use our discount code ChatEagles for 25% off, because that's important, you get access to the BetQL app, the BetQL website, and they essentially take all the spreads, all the lines, all the different prop bets, and put them in a convenient one-stop shop for you to really study each game, learn each game, and use their algorithm to place the bets. So the 5-star bets are crazy. I mean, they literally give you exact reasoning why they say this game is a 5-star bet, this bet over under, this line, this spread, whatever it is. And I used that last week to go 4-1, won some money. So if you guys want to jump in on this is the way to get advantage over your sportsbook. chatsports.com/EaglesQL. And make sure the discount code ChatEagles, the way you get the 25% off a year of their subscription offerings. More info is down below in the description box. Brad Davis says, honest opinions, do you think this Eagles team has what it takes to make a run in the playoffs this year? Yes, I mean, I do, and I've said this for weeks. Like, this is a playoff roster. Now, the thing that just shocks me about the national media, because I've watched a lot of Eagles, takes on First Take or on First Things First or on Skip and Shannon or Colin Coward or whatever it is. Everyone's shocked. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, the Eagles are good. Like, what is going on? And very rarely does someone say, guys, like, do you not see how great the offensive line is? Like, we all knew it was going to be good. Why don't we talk about it? How about the defensive line? Looked pretty darn good. Jalen Hurts, we heard how he was great in training camp, but they didn't want to report that. And so it doesn't surprise me that we're at this point, but it shocked a lot of people. And so I do think they're a playoff caliber team, whether that's being, the 6th seed and being a 9-win football team, or being, the 3 seed and being an 11-win football team, as yet to be seen. As I said earlier, if they get smoked by the 49ers and look trash on Sunday, then maybe we change our opinion. But if they win, or at least, lose a very close competitive football game against what many people consider a Super Bowl caliber roster, then this hype is going to keep growing. I think eventually people are going to be like, oh yeah, we did overlook Philadelphia, and we were wrong about this, and Thomas here on YouTube was right, because obviously I was. All right, here we go with Landon's question, as he says, with Jason Verrett out for the season for the 49ers, I think the Eagles wide receiver core will shred the 49ers secondary. There's a chance. Now, if you didn't hear this, Jason Verrett, their cornerback, he's done for the year, blown ACL, and they also lost Raheem Mostert, the running back. The Detroit game was weird, because I went back and watched the film, and like Detroit gashed San Francisco late in that game, not early. Like, the 49ers handled them. They were up big. Final 2 minutes, they got an extra onside kick that, of course, went their way, but late in that game, running the football especially, the 49ers defense didn't look that great. And I think Philadelphia's scheme can maybe expose this Niner secondary. The question will be, can the O-line hold up long enough to give Jalen Hurts time to throw the football down the field? Because I think San Francisco, from 7 players up, meaning the 3 linebackers and then the 4 pass rushers, those are their best players. The secondary is still a little iffy. So I think that they have a chance to not shred the secondary, but they should be able to move the football. As long as you lock up Nick Bosa and Dee Ford and the other pass rusher that they have, I'm blanking on his name right now. If you can hold down the fort and give Hurts some time, and Hurts not make some mistakes, because that was Jared Goff's problem last week. He threw too many interceptions. This can be a winnable football game. Look for Miles Sanders to have a good game on Sunday. He had some very nice runs against Atlanta. I think this is going to be the game plan to run the football heavily early, slow down that pass rush and Nick Bosa, and then pick your shots and take your shots a little bit later on down the football field. Okay, BetMGM is the place if you want to get a deposit down to jump in on all the bets that are going to happen this weekend. chatsports.com/EaglesMGM is the play to sign up for your BetMGM account, deposit $10 into your account, and then you'll bet the $10 and receive a free year of BetQL, the service in the app we told you guys about a little bit earlier on in the video. So chatsports.com/BetMGM. This is the best place to go ahead and use all of your bets and win all of your money. Do it with our friends at BetMGM. Let's go with 2 more here. Drayden says, will the Eagles have 2 wide receivers with 750 yards this season? I think so. And I think, obviously, Smith is one, but I've loved what Reagor has done this year. And Reagor looks really good in week 1. We don't talk about it because he, of course, had a garbage time touchdown-ish because it was late in the fourth quarter. And, of course, Davante Smith is, the star. But Reagor, love what I've seen. I mean, he looks like a first-round draft pick, which is very important. So I think it will be him and Reagor as the 2 750-yard receivers. I think you can also mix in a tight end, whether it's Ertz or Dallas Goedert. So 100%, I think that you will see for sure at least 1, which is a big deal for us in Philadelphia because we have not had that in a very long time. But 2 is like a luxury. And if Hurts keeps playing well, again, it's so early. I don't want to just overhype the Eagles, but man, if they could just repeat what they did on Sunday, I'm going to be so pumped as we get into this 49er game. And I'll obviously break it down on Monday here on the channel. What's your score prediction? I'm feeling, let me think about this. Give me yours. I'm sitting at a little low. I think it's 24-17 Philadelphia, maybe 24-20. I'm in that, no one scores more than 24 points is where I'm at in this game right now. I'll take Philly, though, 24-20 in my prediction. Give me yours down below. Time for one more quick here. Jake says, I have to admit, Howie has really turned things around. Yeah, I'll admit it, too. I mean, Howie had a good offseason, and the cap space has turned around. We talked about that. I feel like we do this every year. It's like Howie Roseman stinks. And then we watch the draft and free agency, we say, oh, wow, it went very good. And then we're like, oh, maybe it's pretty good. Now, he's not off, off of the ropes yet. I mean, he still has to prove that these guys are going to be good. But I think he did have a very good offseason. We talked about that. I mean, they did a pretty darn good job, and I think they did a good job salary cap-wise as well, which is a big deal because the Eagles were in salary cap hell before the start of the season. All right, ultimate for today here on our Philadelphia Eagles Now mailbag video. Have a great weekend. Go Birds tomorrow, of course. Use the hashtag Eagles in the comments section to get your question asked and hopefully answered on the show. And be sure to subscribe because Monday we'll have a full breakdown and my takeaway from the Eagles' hopefully big win over the 49ers at Lincoln Financial Field. I'll be watching. You guys should too. I'm pumped. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thomas Mott signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.